Hello everyone, welcome back to the map of mathematics. In this video we are going to solve this nice math algebra problem, and here we have 3 to the power of a plus 3 to the power of b plus 3 to the power of c equals to 22,113. So here we find the value of a, b and c, and we are given that the conditions or restrictions about a, b and c are our a is less than b is less than c, and a, b and c must be positive integers. So that now we move towards to solve this problem. So here the very first thing we are going to do is, here first we take common, or we just multiply and divide in the left hand side of this equation by 3 to the power of a, and we write it as 3 to the power of a divided by 3 to the power of a into 3 to the power of a plus 3 to the power of b plus 3 to the power of c equals to 22,113. And now in the next step, you see here we multiply this 1 over 3a on each of these terms. So when we multiply each of these terms by 3 to the power of a, then we get 3 to the power of a times. So here when we divide this term by this, then these are cancelled by each other and we get plus 1, and we multiply it by 3 to the power of b, then you get 3 to the power of b over 3 to the power of a, plus here you get 3 to the power of c over 3 to the power of a, and in the right hand side we have 22,113. And now in the next step, we first make the prime factors of the right hand side, and in the right hand side you see here we have this number 22,113. So now we make the prime factors of this equation, so that now first we divide it by 3, and you see here we have 3 sevens are 21, and you get here 1 and 1 and 1 is 11. So you know that 3 3s are 9, and again you carry 2 and it will becomes 21, and you have 3 sevens are 21 and 3 1s are 3. So now we again divide it by 3, and you get 3 2s are 6 and we carry 1, and it will become 13, and 3 4s are 12 and we carry 1, and you get 17, and we have 3 5s are 15 and you carry 2, and 3 7s are 21. And now here we again divide it by 3, and you get 3 8s are 24, and we have 3 1s are 3 and you carry 2, and 3 9s are 27, and we again divide it by 3, and you obtain 3 2s are 6 and we carry 2, 3 7s are 21 and 3 3s are 9. So here you divide it by 3 and you get 3 9s are 27 and 3 1s are 3, and we divide it by 91. So that you have the prime factors of this term are 3 to the power of 5 multiplied by 91. So here you see that 1 2 3 4 and 5. So you get the prime factors of the right hand side are, we write it here, 3 to the power of a equals 3 to the power of a multiplied by 1 plus 3 to the power of b over 3 to the power of a plus 3 to the power of c over 3 to the power of a equals to, we write this expression as 3 to the power of 5 multiplied by 91. And now here we compare both of the sides, and you see that because here you know that 3 is an odd number, and we take any power of odd number, it will becomes the odd number. So it means that this expression will becomes an odd expression. And if you focus on here, then you see that when we divide an odd number by odd number, then you get here an even number. So if you see here, this expression becomes odd number, this expression also gives us odd number. So this is odd, and this is also odd, and this one is also odd. So when we add three odd numbers, then you get a new odd number. So similarly, in the right hand side, you have this one is odd number, this one is also an odd number. So now we easily compare both of the sides, because both of the sides we have the factors in the form of odd numbers. So this implies that we compare 3 to the power of a equals to 3 to the power of 5, and when we compare the other term, then you get here 1 plus we move this a to the upsides and we write it as in the form of 3 to the power of b minus a plus 3 to the power of c minus a equals to 91. So we compare this factor by this and we take this factor equals to this term. So now we simplify both of these terms, and in the first case you easily compare both sides and you get the exponents are equal. So you get here a equals to 5. So this is our first value of a, and now we solve this equation. So here we move this plus 1 to the right hand side, and then we move this minus a and minus a in the downsides, then you get 3 to the power of b over 3 to the power of a plus 3 to the power of c over 3 to the power of a equals to 90, because this is 1, and when we move in the right hand side you get 90. So now we solve this expression and we get the remaining two values of b and c. So here we put the value of a, so that this implies that we have 3 to the power of b plus 3 to the power of c over 3 to the power of a, and we have the value of a is 5 equals to 90. And now in the next step we move this 3 to the power of 5 in the right hand side and we get 3 to the power of b plus 3 to the power of c equals to 90 times of 3 to the power of 5. So here we again take common, or we again multiply and divide by 3 to the power of b, and it will be written as 3 to the power of b into 3 to the power of b over 3 to the power of b plus 3 to the power of c over 3 to the power of b equals to here we have 90 multiplied by 3 to the power of 5, and you know that 3 to the power of 5 equals to 243. So when we multiply 243 by 90, then you get to 21,870. So now we first again make the factors of this expression 21,870. So here we write 21,870, and we will make the prime factors of this expression. So we easily divide it by 2, then you get 10,935, and when we again divide it by 3, then you get 3645. When we divide it by 3, then you get 1215. When you get divided by 3, then you get here 405. We again divide it by 3 and we get 135. We divide it by 3 and we get 45. We get it divided by 3 and we get 15, and here you get 3 5 and 5 ones are 5. So here you get the prime factors of this expression are 3 to the power of 7 multiplied by 10. You easily write all these factors in this form, and in the left hand side we have 3 to the power of b into 3 to the power of these are cancelled by each other and we get here plus 1, and here you have 3 to the power of c divided by 3 to the power of b. And now here we again focus on both of the sides, and you see that 3 to the power of b will becomes an odd number, and similarly this one is odd number, and this division is also odd number, and we know that when we add two odd numbers then we get odd numbers. And in the right hand side we have 3 to the power of 7 is odd number and 10 becomes the even number. So that here we compare both of the sides and we equate, sorry, the sum of odd number will becomes the even number. So this will be even because the sum of two odd numbers is even. And now we compare both of the sides and we equate the odd numbers as well as the even number. So we have the first odd number is 3 to the power of b equals to 3 to the power of 7, and the even number is 1 plus 3 to the power of c over 3 to the power of b equals to 10. So here we compare both of the sides and you see that bases are same, so that its powers are equal, and we get b equals to 7. And in this case we put the value of b equals to 7 here. Then you get 1 plus 3 to the power of c over 3 to the power of 7 equals to 10. And now here we move this 1 to the right hand side and we move the 7 to the upsides. Then you get here 3 to the power of c minus 7 equals to 9, and we write this 9 as 3 square. So here you compare both of the sides, then you get c minus 7 equals to 2, and we finally got the value of c equals to 9. So here you see that all these three values of a, b and c are 5, the value of b is 7, the value of c is 9. So all these three values belongs to positive integer, and you also know that a is less than b is less than c. So all the conditions are fulfilled. So this is the final answer, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.